Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Parlay Busters. And in this edition of Parlay Busters, I'll be doing UFC 328, Chimaev versus Strickland. So the Parlay Busters for 328, UFC 328, Chimaev versus Strickland. So 3 Parlay Busters for this week. These are fighters that will burst your parlay. Not because they'll win, but because they'll lose. Or at least, I think, at least 2 or 3 will lose. At the very least, 2 or 3, if not all 3. That is my take. But yeah, let's start with the first one. So let me see. Let me just say them right now. I'm doing it on top of my head anyway, so it don't matter. You're gonna hear one way or other. So Tasyra, who else? All right, so Tasyra, Sean Brady, and Grant Dawson. Those are 3 solid parlay busters. Guys that you pick them and you feeling confident about it. You should not be feeling confident about none of these guys, right? Especially Dawson. But yeah, Dawson. Let's start with the first one. Grant Dawson over Matus Rebecki. Both Grant Dawson and Matus Rebecki are grapplers. Rebecki has never been a guy who's been taken down and held down. If anything, Rebecki's issue has been that his offensive wrestling may not be the best. And he goes in with these better strikers that are able to address his wrestling and grappling and outstrike him. That's been his issue. His issue has not been, oh, look at this D1 wrestler. Look at this D1 blanket man. Take him down and hold him and ground him down and potentially some most likely just take him down and hold him and not do much damage. That has not been his issue. His issue has been bigger, longer strikers that probably haven't been able to address the grappling and just be the more technical striker. Dawson has not shown the ability to take one punch, and Rebecki has shown extreme toughness and hits extremely hard. And again, at the end of the day, he's a grappler as well. And he's been in with Miktabek Orbai, who we saying doing amazing at welterweight. And Miktabek Orbai got out wrestled by him. I think it was 3 takedowns from Rebecki to 2 from Miktabek Orbai. So he out wrestled Miktabek Orbai, bust him up, competitive fight, but Rebecki won. So Rebecki went in there with a grappler, he beat him. That loss he did lose to a grappler. He went out there trying to knock his head off and he gassed. And he went in with a veteran. He got a veteran lesson. He tried to go out there. He could run through Diego Fierro, was doing well, but his gas tank ran out. It's an experience thing. And we seen Grant Dawson have not a similar experience, but at least an experience where he was doing great against a fighter, a veteran. He was lucky to get a draw, but he went out there, looked amazing early, but started to fade. And the fight ended up being a draw. If that fight was probably 5 rounds, he probably would have got finished. But it was a 3-round fight. He faded. The fight ended up being a draw, so he got away with a draw. Rebecki did not have the same, so that you can't say like, oh, that happened to you and that happened to me. That happened to you as well. You just got away with a draw. And it was against a lesser competition, but you went in for that same guy, and MMA Matthew beat him. But again, stylistic-wise, I think Rebecki at the very least has the ability to address the grappling, and Grant Dawson has shown no ability to take a single significant strike. He gets hit significantly on the feet. 5 significant strikes or less, he's out of there. It's not 5 or more, it's 5 or less. Really like 3 or less or 2 or less. And again, Rebecki could crack, he could address the grappling and put some heat on Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson has shown no real chin, no real heart. Once he gets hit, he just turns over, turtles, and say, stop the fight, ref. That's Grant Dawson. So that's, you put the money on Grant Dawson, thinking you're intelligent. There's no insult to you, it's just no good logic. It's dog or pass here. If Grant Dawson wins, you're still not going to look smart doing it. It's just like dog or pass. And again, no insult, no direction. I'm just saying it. Because I can't see, there's no clear logical explanation to say, oh, outside of trying to do MMA math, what don't work in this case. Styles go over MMA math. Styles is the biggest thing. It's not MMA math. Oh, he beat him because that guy has terrible takedown. You're a striker. Your striking not gonna do. It's no correlation. That guy loses to strikers. He is 100% against grapplers. So you're a grappler, no striking. He has 99% takedown defense ratio. Yes, you might beat this guy because that guy has a weakness in what you do, but yeah. So Styles, clearly a Styles matchup. On paper, we'll see. And the next one, Sean Brady. Sean Brady, budget parlay. No, again, another guy that struggles to take a punch. I'm pretty much fading every guy that can't take a punch on this card. So Sean Brady, another guy that can take a punch. He gets hit, he curls up. All you need to hear to sell this. Sean Brady got TKO'd by Belal Muhammad. Who gets standing TKO'd by Belal Muhammad? Who gets rocked on the feet and standing TKO'd by Belal Muhammad? Muhammad's his striking is underrated. Power, not so much. It's decent, but it's definitely not something that you at this level, you're elite welterweight. You should not be getting TKO'd by Belal Muhammad. That just says enough right there. Maybe a lower welterweight, lightweights, maybe like scrubby middleweights, maybe like lower scrubby middleweights, but like real low scrubby middleweights. But even then, they probably just lose a decision. But like scrubby lightweights, scrubby welterweights, law probably to you. But like I just show you, Brady's not very durable. Brady's biggest path to victory is submission. He could grind with a decision, but again, 15 minutes of fighting every round starting on his feet. Brady, who can't take a hit, expecting not to get hit in this fight. That's a very big if. So same thing, like 5 or less, 2 or 3 or less significant strikes on the feet. Brady's out of there. And on the other side with Buckley has never been submitted. That's one thing. He's been working heavily on his wrestling. He's been doing peer wrestling. I say has had amazing success peer wrestling since this being an MMA fighter. But he worked on that. He's been training with Usman. He's been getting around. And this Buckley's guy I have seen. Looking at Instagram, following his social media for years, that he gets around. I've been seeing him in like a bunch of different things. He'd be in Miami, he'd be here, he'd be there, he'd be bouncing around. He's not scared to get working. So Buckley has definitely been working hard, in the fixing area. And if he can address the grappling at the very least, or even a quarter of the takedowns, and he gives himself like 6 minutes or like 6 minutes of striking time on the feet, he has a huge opportunity to win here. So Sean Brady, again, this dog or pass. Like Sean Brady, I think Buckley, Buckley has shown that he can survive submissions, or at least not be submitted. He has not been submitted in his career. Obviously, Brady's the best submission artist he has fought, but I think Buckley at the very least can survive submission. And it's not like Brady's this ultimate finisher. If anything, Brady has, for the most part, been a decisionator. He has had some finishes here and there, but you look at his career, it's more at this level, it's more so decisions. So more likely going 15 minutes, and Brady needing to avoid getting hit by anything significant for 15 minutes is a harder task than. Yeah, it is a harder sell for me. So Brady, parlay buster. Last one, Tasyra, parlay buster. Tasyra, like his wins aren't even aging well. I just think a lot of people just don't like Van because he beat Pantoja, he celebrate or Pantoja. End of the day, you in that same position, you training hard your whole life. You've been broke, you've been this and that or whatever. And just matter of fact, just training hard your whole life for this moment. You're not gonna care if it's because the guy got injured or whatever. Like. He went and he trained hard, but then he got injured. That's his fault. It's not his fault. But then he got injured. Celebrate it. You hit the lotto. You ain't do no real work. You just put some random numbers and hit the lotto. You're like, you gonna celebrate too. And you ain't put no work in. That guy put in work in. It's Pantoja's fault. Shame on him for getting injured. It's his fault. Celebrate. So don't be mad about somebody for that. But yeah, as far as let's do the MMA math, which I'm not really factoring much. Tasyra, as far as MMA math, his wins aren't aging well. Moreno lost just after losing to him. So it's like. I beat Moreno, and he went on a 5-5 win streak. Moreno is not looking the best right now. So that win ain't aging well. The Korean or other Asian prospect he knocked out in, I think, TKO, that guy not doing particularly well. He went on to lose to Bruno Silva, a journeyman, and get dominated by him. So his wins ain't aging well. Roy Val, who beat him, went on to lose to Van. So your wins aren't aging well. And the guy that beat you lost to the guy you about to fight. So that's the MMA math thing. Another thing, Tasyra, Van is like 4-0 against grapplers. Like you can say, he got taken down. Well, he beat Durden. He beat what's his face. He beat Ray Cerrulla. It's like at least 4 grapplers he fought. Ray Cerrulla been the key one. Ray Cerrulla went for like 30 takedowns and only got 4 and probably like a minute and 50 control time, 2 minutes. So, and Ray Cerrulla's went for way more takedowns than I think Tasyra's gonna go for. And yeah, that was a good experience there. And also he trained for Pantoja. He beat Pantoja, what he said, it's this or that. It's a win. It's Pantoja's fault he got injured. So beat Pantoja. He had like 4 or 5 wins against grapplers. 5-round fights. I think Tasyra got the better. Van has the better cardio. He pushes the pace in your face, ripping you to the body. Gonna be there for the digging underhooks. Gonna scramble, get back to his feet if necessary. And constantly put the heat, put the pace on, put Tasyra on the back foot, break him down, and get him out of there potentially. And it's like I feel like another dog or pass. Like Tasyra's cool and all, but maybe if he was a dog, maybe I'd be more considerate of it. But it's his favorite. I don't like Tasyra particularly as a favorite. Because he did this and that. Like, cool. And even in the Moreno fight, Moreno really burned his own leg out. Like, I think Moreno was doing okay on the feet, I believe, semi-okay on the feet. Then he tried to go for like a triangle choke off his back for like a whole round or something. He just fought with low IQ in that fight. I think he burned his leg out. That's what led to him not being able to get up once he got taken down and back with him out. No excuse for Moreno. It's a good win for Tasyra, but yeah, Van's young, hungry, and is not even in his prime yet, and still hungry too. Very young guys, 2 very hungry guys. We only expecting the better version of both guys. So don't expect some guy that has had his moment and just sticking around like Moreno. You get in a guy that's hungry, still trying to path out, sketch out his legacy, and very much hungry, very much not even hitting his stride yet, and also coming in with a lot of people doubting him and hating him for no good reason. So expect Van to be looking to put on a statement, and I expect him to do so. So Tasyra gonna bust your parlay. Tasyra, Sean Brady gonna bust your parlay, and definitely Duncan. So if you think of Duncan, no. Duncan, no. Moreno, not Moreno. Duncan, Tasyra, Duncan, Tasyra, and Brady. Those are the parlay butts. So if you're thinking about putting any of those three guys in your parlays, don't. Maybe the unders, maybe over. Maybe try to go hard for like a particular prediction, but like money line, me in general with those guys, no, I'm not thinking about putting those guys in anything. Clearly fading those guys, clearly picking up the guys. So, but yeah, Tasyra, Duncan, and let me make sure I'm saying the right names. Making sure I'm saying the right names. Dawson. I keep saying Duncan, so it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Grant Dawson. Not Duncan. Grant Dawson. Now I'm put a spell on him. Like, he definitely ain't winning. But I got the juju, so yeah. So Grant Dawson, parlay buster. Don't pick him. Sean Brady, don't pick him. And Tasyra. At least Tasyra's tough, but Dawson and Brady have shown no heart and have shown me that they won't show me no heart. So definitely don't pick the heartless. Sean Brady and Grant Dawson. And Tasyra got heart, but he's a parlay buster as well. So again, 3 parlay busters for this week are Tasyra, Grant Dawson, and Sean Brady. And that's the video. Peace out.